John, let's build on that real quickly, though, because you left one important thing out. What about Matthew McConaughey and the University of Texas and football? I mean, he alone elevates the athletic department and that team to another level just by his content around the team. Excuse me.
Yeah, definitely. And not even Texas, not even the university, but I mean, Austin FC, the MLS team that we just got. I mean, he was a huge, driving factor for that. And I don't think we would have that without him. So definitely Matthew McConaughey is a huge influencer here in Austin, not only for Texas, but for the teams that surround the area as well.
Yeah. And you would agree real quick that the fact that he has aligned himself with the MLS team, the university teams, it's engaging and it's bringing folks into the fold, right? Who may normally otherwise not have even had an interest.
Oh yeah, I mean, how could you not like that guy? And and how could that not make you like his teams and representing the city? That's just, it's all good stuff. All good stuff.
And there's so many different kind of examples of that too, with the Drake and the Raptors up there in Canada. So that's a really interesting point. The ability for influencers, not necessarily in the sports space, to kind of bring them into mainstream culture or pop culture.
I'll just build on that real quick. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt. Whenever I meet with a brand for the first time, and this could be a consumer brand, it could be a consumer packaged good, not a sports team, but I'll say the same thing, the team, and John, you just said it. Do you know all your super fans? And in this case, we'll call Matthew McConaughey a super fan because he's an A-lister, right? But do you know them? And they don't necessarily need to be the Matthew McConaughey's of the world. They could just be avid fans. They could be avid fans who have an incredible social reach for a whole nother reason. And have you engaged them? And I think that's the key point, because if you've identified them, but you haven't engaged them, well, give them access too, because their following is now going to start consuming all the content they're sharing, because now you've kind of formalized your relationship with, again, and I want to make sure I'm clear, it doesn't have to be a movie star or a singer. It could be, again, someone who's just got a great social presence because of maybe something else they're known for or do in their life, but they are a fan of your team or your league, but maybe you just haven't brought them into the fold yet, brought them behind the
curtain. Yeah. If I could add to that, so I'm a really big Boston Red Sox fan, and one of the biggest fans, and they're not, like you said, they're not a movie star. They're just a social media person, influencer on Twitter, and they have hundreds of thousands of followers. And you see the team, like the players on the team interacting with them, but there's no connect between the organization itself and them. And I think if you have someone who is so popular on Twitter or Instagram or other platforms, if you lean in with them and lean into, like you said, other people in the community, that's not just fans or players, but also the people that reach out to a broader audience, it brings more people in. And I think once you get once you establish a relationship with like the fans or the players or another socialite, whatever, that all falls in order. So if you're a fan of the team first, then you go a fan of the players and vice versa and stuff like that.
And John, I'll just add to that. What you just said was perfect. It's genuine and authentic, right? You're not paying someone to share content around the team. They already love the team, right? They're already going. It's just formalizing the relationship so that now all of a sudden, again, you're giving them access. You're letting them into the Green Monster, and they're going to sit there for an inning and watch the game from the Green Monster, which maybe they've never done before, even though they are a super fan. So it's you're absolutely right.